Okay, we're here with our students Jordan and Luke to talk about multiplying exponents. You guys ready to go?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so first let's do a quick review of exponents, okay? So an exponent tells you the number of times you multiply the base by itself. So there's some vocabulary in there, especially this word, the base. So let's look at an example here. Okay, so here when we say 3 to the 4th power, the 3 there is the base. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so instead of, what that means is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is 3 times itself 4 times. That's what the exponent means. But we don't want to write this all out every time. So that's why we use exponents. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's do a little test here. 5 to the 3rd. What would I write that out? Let's go, Luke. How would I write that out?
5 times 5 times 5.
Very good. Okay. Now, why should you care? Well, it saves you a lot of time, because if you can write 5 to the 3rd instead of writing 5 times 5 times 5, it's going to be a lot easier in your hand. Won't cramp up as much around your pencil, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now let's go over here and talk about multiplying exponents. So we have an example here. 4 to the 3rd times 4 to the 2nd. And we want to come up with a rule for what you do when you're multiplying the same base and then you have exponents here. And you'll see that the rule is pretty easy. But first, let's figure out what it should be. So let's go with Jordan first. What would that left part be, the 4 to the 3rd, if we wrote it out?
4 times 4 times 4.
Times 4. That's right. Yeah, you had it. Sorry, I had it wrong. So yeah, 3 times. And then how about, Lucas, how about the right-hand side?
4 times 4.
Good. So if we wrote that out, does this look right to you guys?
Yeah.
I put the left-hand side in one color and the right-hand side in another color. Now, if you look at that and wanted to write that whole thing out, what would you write it as with an exponent?
4 to the 5th.
4 to the 5th, because there's 5 4s here, right? So if we go ahead and write that out, it's 4 to the 5th. So now, can you see that there's a relationship between this number, meaning the 3 and the 2 and the 5? Jordan, do you see any relationship?
Yeah.
What is that relationship?
They add up. The 3 and the 2 add up to 5.
Yeah, exactly. So instead of actually writing it out, what we can do is we can come up with a rule. When multiplying, add the exponents. Must be the same base, I note here. So when you have the same base, like 4 here, 4 to the 3rd times 4 to the 2nd just becomes 4 to the 5th. A lot easier than writing out. Right, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's do just a couple of examples here. This one. So 5 to the 6th times 5 to the 2nd would be 5 to the 6 plus 2, which is just 5 to the 8th. A lot easier than writing it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's do another example. 5 to the 6th times 5 to the negative 2. Well, that's kind of funny, isn't it? We don't even know what that 5 to the negative 2 is, but we do know that this is our rule. So if our rule holds true here, what would that 6 plus a negative 2 be, Jordan?
6 minus 2.
Yep, 6 minus 2, which is?
4.
4, right? So that just turns into 5 to the 4th. So even though we don't quite know at this point what that negative exponent means, or you might know, but if you don't, that's okay. You can still follow the rule of adding those exponents. Let's do one more here. Let's use a variable instead of a number. So we have x to the 8th times x to the 5th. Luke, what will that be?
X to the 13th.
Yep, x to the 13th. Okay, and let's just do one more example here because it can get a little bit more complicated. Now here we have 3a squared times 4a. So with the exponents that have the same base, there's a couple of tricky things going on here. One is there's some other numbers here. So what you want to do is you want to look at the base and kind of think of that as one thing and think of the numbers as the other thing. So let's just do the numbers. Luke, what's 3 times 4?
12.
12. So we can write that. Now, Jordan, what is the exponent that's on this a right here? That's one of the tricky things.
Just 1.
Just 1. Even though it's not written, we know it's just 1. So now for the a portion of this, we're going to add the exponents. What will that be?
A cubed.
A cubed, or a to the 3rd power, right? So you know now that this is the rule for multiplying, and you can apply it in a whole bunch of different situations. You guys got it?
Yeah.
Good job.